You are now listening to Surelgar MD.
So there are two basic divisions in the different types of stents. The major difference is in the delivery mechanism. So there are balloon expandable stents and there are self-expanding stents. Balloon expandable means the stent is crimped onto a balloon and the stent is placed by inflating the balloon at the site of stenosis. One of the major advantages of a balloon expandable stent is that you can land the stent very accurately. So balloon expandable stents are very useful when you're stenting near a bifurcation, such as in the common iliac artery location. They're also very useful where they're called aortoosteal lesions, such as the renal arteries when you're trying to stent renal artery stenosis. One of the major disadvantages of balloon expandable stents is their ability to be crushed. They exhibit what is called a plastic deformation curve. What this means is that once you push them past a certain limit, they will change irreversibly, sort of like a bent spoon. A crushed balloon expandable stent will lose its lumen, and that cannot be regained. So this makes balloon expandable stents a really bad choice for flexion points, such as the common femoral artery in the hip and the femoral popliteal segment at the knee. The other major category of stent is self-expanding. So these stents are placed in a constrained format inside of a delivery catheter, and in some way, either through unsheathing the stent or by pulling a ripcord device, the stent is unconstrained and then assumes its natural or nominal state. These stents are said to have a better radial force, better hoop strength, and overall more resistance to crushing. The beauty of a self-expanding stent is that it will pretty much always try to return to its nominal state. So you can place these stents at flexion points like the hip and the knee, and in general they provide more favorable mechanics than balloon expandable stents. They are the typical go-to stent outside of the coronary territory. The major problem with self-expanding stents is in their accurate placement. You have to pin-pull these stents in order to release them, and inevitably some tension is present inside of the stent. This leads to a tendency for the stents to jump forward during placement, so there can be some difficulty in placing these stents accurately, which is one of their downsides.